When people call us, I think they can expect first and foremost that we'll listen to them. A lot of times people, I think, feel like no one's listening to me. They're not giving me the space to tell my story. And I think that that is one thing that we do really well at Mirador. We actually care. We do want to hear what happened. And we're going to ask lots of follow-up questions to get into those details to help us understand what has happened. And that helps us understand how we can actually help. From the very start, the first thing we do is listen. A lot of lawyers like to talk, but actually the most important skill a good attorney can have is learning to listen. After that, we are really, if we're listening carefully and we're asking our clients the right questions and we're helping our clients tell us their story and give us the information that we need to follow up on, the next thing is developing essentially a plan of how are we going to investigate this case? Are there pieces of evidence that we need to preserve? Like right now, is there surveillance video that might possibly get overwritten? So we need to have somebody go out to the local businesses to see if there was a camera that captured this accident. Let's say it was a hit and run driver. There were witnesses. Could somebody post about this on Twitter, on Reddit, or whatever? Nextdoor, Citizen app. Can we figure out who the driver was? Did somebody get a license plate? Can we actually help solve this problem for our clients so we can track down the responsible party? Every case has its own unique investigation needs. And so part of our job as good listeners is to listen for those pieces of evidence that we need to get like now and get somebody out there and preserve that. And then, developing the case moves beyond the investigation to, okay, we need to have an understanding of what our client's injuries are. And that may not be apparent in the first 30 days. It may not be even apparent in the first 6 months of a case. If our clients have the good fortune of healing quickly, then we know where we're at. But, too often, the impact of an accident, an injury that may not be like a physical accident, like for example, let's say it's something like a bullying case, those impacts play out in waves. It's wave after wave, and things can seem fine for a while and then they're not again. And one of our biggest challenges, and is extremely important to us, is to make sure that we have the full scope of how any one incident has affected our clients before we figure out what is the fair and just amount to resolve the case. You don't do your client any good if you settle too soon, right? Because once you sign on the dotted line, it's over. There's no backsies. And so we want to make sure we really do understand just how severely or not any one incident or any series of incidents have affected our clients, because we want to make sure that when we are settling or resolving a case or asking a jury for a number, that we've got the right number that is truly going to make them whole. I can tell you this, I think anybody who knows us, who knows me or Megan or any of the lawyers that work here and any of our staff know we want to win. It's not just we want to help our clients, which we passionately do, but it's a point of pride for us. I take pride in putting the best foot forward, best arguments, best research, the best presentation of the evidence given the audience, whether that audience is a judge or a jury. And yeah, I want to win. I'm competitive. And I think that that is something that serves my clients well, because I want them to win. It's really important to me.